Good morning on Monday. It's a new week. It's a new waffle. It's the same old me with yesterday's face on. I have taken my makeup off, but I seem to look a bit smudged anyway. I have, it's 9:15. I've been awake since 5 for no reason. Did a bit of reading, led there for a bit, thought about life, dozed a bit, gave up, got up. I've begun listing already this morning, so I've done 8 drafts so far this morning. I'll do a few more and then get some photographs done. I should have started with parcels. I don't know why I've done it this way around, but hey ho. So yeah, get a few more drafts done, then do parcels, then do photographs, I think, which is a really weird way of setting up my day. But I intend to list most of what I bought yesterday at the car boot sale, even if I get nothing else done today. And yeah, cracking on. Monday is an eBay day. Okay, this bag of stuff is now drafted. It's not photographed yet because I stopped doing that to do this. Parcels are now all done. I'm just about to do labels and get them bagged up, ready to leave the house. And then I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to continue with photographs before I go to meet Natalie for lunch. So parcels take priority because I need to take the parcels before I go and meet Nat. Onwards and upwards, just a progress report really. They are all done and labelled. Annoyingly, I've just realised my IKEA bags are in the car, but I've got plenty of bags for life hanging on the door, so they'll go in there. I'm going to bag them up. I've got a couple of other parcels to do that aren't eBay related, so I'm going to do those, and then I'm going to set off for the parcel shop because I'm expecting to hear from Nat any moment to say she's ready. Whoa! 4:20. I came home from lunch with Nat. We got a bit of shopping on the way. I started to put the shopping away. Before I knew, I was emptying out the kitchen cupboards and clearing stuff out. To give you some context, it's not been done for over 2 years, and there's stuff in there that's been there since we tidied it out last. So for Nat's 21st, my aunt was coming to stay, and my friend came and helped me do a massive kitchen blitz. And during that kitchen blitz, we threw away some cereal boxes and fastened up the bags of cereal with, bag saver clips and put them in the cupboard. And some of those were coming out to see the light of day for the first time today. So yeah, bags of cereal that have been there. And that was for Natalie's 21st. She's 23 and a bit now. So bags of cereal that have been in there fastened up with these bags. They were still crisp, but I wasn't going to eat them after that at all. So I've thrown away, and I feel really guilty about this actually. We've thrown away half a bin liner full of old, stale, out of date food. Now, as I've said to you before in my vlog, I'm not particularly, I'm trying to find somewhere to put you, hang on. Put you on the tripod, and that makes it a bit better. I'm not particularly fussy about best before dates. I very much believe in trust your nose, but even I'm not going to eat cereal that's been open for more than 2 years, sitting in the back of a cupboard. So I've thrown away, like I said, a sack of unused, wasted food, and I'm very much against food waste. So it's made me decide that I'm going to be better in future about making sure we use up what we've got, making sure that we don't waste stuff. And ridiculous things like, I decide I'm going to bake a cake. I follow a recipe. It says that I need soft brown sugar. So I open the cupboard, can't see any soft brown sugar, so I run out and buy another bag. I had 4 open bags of soft brown sugar. I had 3 open bags of caster sugar. Several open bags of, what did I put all into one? Corn flour, several open packets of corn flour, 2 open packets of cocoa powder, things like this. We don't need that many of them. We don't need them all open, and it's just why I can't be bothered to look to the back of the cupboard or sort through stuff. So the cupboard's been sorted. We've thrown away a lot of stuff. It looks much tidier. I've got no excuse now not to use what we've got instead of buying more. I am about to start taking photographs. I've got my little light studio out. Everything I drafted this morning will fit in the light studio for photographing, which means I haven't got to get the big lights out, which is just as well because obviously at 4:25, it's pretty dark out there now. So my next thing is photographing the stuff I drafted this morning and then getting those live. And then I think that's probably about it for today. Maybe think about something for dinner. Although Anthony did bring me back a sandwich earlier on from somewhere, so that's in the fridge. So I may have that for my tea because Natalie and I did go out for lunch. So I'm watching, by the way, Amy Marion. She is a US YouTuber. She has 10 children, I think it is. You'd think I'd know, wouldn't you? I've been watching her for well over a year. I think there's 10 children at various ages, from about the age of maybe 7-ish, I think the youngest, 7 or 8, up to 20-something. Her oldest is married. She uploads every day. I'll try and remember to put a link underneath to her channel. If you go over there, do tell her where you came from, just for novelty value. In fairness, she's got nearly 80,000 subs, so she's in a different league to me with my 2.5. But I really enjoy it. It's interesting to see how people cope with such a large family and how they live a completely different life to me. You know, she homeschools. They live in, I think it's Michigan, and they live up a mountain, so quite a long way from, I don't know if she lives in Michigan now or whether she lived in Michigan before and now she's moved. Either way, the reason they homeschool is because they're quite a long way from you know, other houses and whatever. And yeah, it's just interesting to see a different way of life completely to what I'm used to. So I'll try and put the link in and go over and have a look at her channel by all means. You know, you might like it. I do. Right, I'm going to crack on with some photography. Good morning, Waffle. It is 20 to 10 on Tuesday morning. I'm on my way to Cardiff. I'm going to see a friend I haven't seen for a while. The weather is absolutely appalling. But by the way, the phone has just told me that a clean lens makes for a better picture. So if I'm very blurry, I apologise. It's because my lens is apparently dirty. I didn't have time to sort that. I'm running late. I should have been well on the road ages ago. It's quite high winds, so I'm very much hoping the Severn Bridge isn't closed. I mean, if it needs to be closed, I'm hoping it is closed. I'm hoping they don't let me drive across it if it ought to be closed. But I'm hoping these winds are only high in my estimation, and they're not high enough that the bridge needs to be closed, because I definitely don't have time to do the long way round. I definitely don't have time to do the crossland detour. Anyway, yeah, I'm off there now, and then this evening we are out for Debbie's birthday. So at some point between now and then, I need to buy Debbie a birthday present, because I have no idea what happened to my brain. I got her a Christmas present already, and I think perhaps in my head I'd done Debbie's present. And then I just suddenly realised that, hang on, no, we're going out for her birthday and I don't have her a birthday present. And her Christmas present is a specifically Christmassy thing, so I can't give her that for her birthday instead and then get her another present. So at some point during the afternoon I need to find Debbie a birthday present. And yeah, I'm sorry, can you tell I'm a bit frazzled this morning? I also went to bed. I had a lovely evening last night, as I said, chatting with the ladies, but then I went to bed and left the office in a mess. So when I walked in there this morning, that mess was all there waiting to greet me, and I walked out and left it again. So that I need dealing with later on. I should never leave my office in a mess at night. I always end up regretting it the next morning. And I've had nothing for breakfast because I don't have time, and also because I can't eat when I first wake up, which I'm sure a lot of people feel the same. I can't leap out of bed and go and eat food, so I have to have time to be ready for food, and then by the time I'm ready for food, I haven't got time to eat food. This is thrilling stuff. I am personally on the edge of my seat with the excitement level of what I'm giving you here. So I will get on with driving, and I'll see you later. Hello, it's 3:30. I'm back in yesterday's jumper. Sorry about that, but I just needed to change out the top I was wearing because I want to wear it out again tonight. Anyway, no. I'm about to tidy up this lot. This is the mess I left last night, which I very much regretted. So I'm about to tidy up this lot, and then I'm going to show you. I've got a little charity shop haul, so I thought I'd put that in. But I need to tidy up this first, because otherwise I've got nowhere to put it. So, sorry if this is wonky, by the way. I'm peering at it round a corner. I bought Debbie this really nice bottle of gin for her birthday. We're out for her birthday tonight. This is Blackfriars Orange and Blossom Gin. 8 botanicals with orange and orange blossom. It's a really pretty bottle. I'm going to try and wrap it in this tissue paper, and I thought it might be entertaining, if nothing else, for you guys to watch me struggling. So let's have a crack at that. What I should have done is got the sellotape somewhere within reach before I started this. Bear with. Okay, so I want to try and do a kind of a pleated effect. Whether I can do that or not remains to be seen. I don't know if you guys can even actually see what I'm achieving here. I just, you kind of pull it up from the bottom, and normally you just end up with a bunch. Well, I thought I'd try and pleat it, but I'm already wishing I hadn't bothered, because it's damn well not as easy as I wanted it to be. Bottles are a difficult thing to make look nice for gifting, aren't they? I mean, she'll be pleased with the contents, regardless of what the outside looks like. But I really wanted nice, neat pleats, and I don't think I'm getting them. And there's Buddy telling the world about whatever's happening to him. Oh, I've ripped the paper. Well, I was pleated most of the way round until I got to there. I don't know if it looks any better than it would have done if I'd just gathered it, to be honest. And the sellotape stuck to itself, as sellotape always does. It really doesn't look any better than if I just gathered it all up in a clump, does it? I don't know why I bothered trying. I knew where I was going with the idea. Maybe if I trim that and do something exotic with it. It's not going to be exotic, is it? Who the hell am I kidding? Right, well, it's a heck of a long walk from there to exotic, but still, it's wrapped. That was triumphant, I feel. Absolutely triumphant. This is the view from my head torchlight hat thing. So you can see it just about lights up enough pavement in front of me that I don't walk in anything grim. You can see I've got Buddy on the extending lead. This is because it is dark and wet and miserable. And although Buddy wants to come out of the house more than anything you can imagine, once he gets out and discovers what the weather's like, he then wants to go bloody home again. And he turns around and buggers off and leaves me up here on my own. So he's on the extending lead, which he's not loving. But it means I don't have to worry about where he's gone. Cosmo for Debbie's birthday. Happy birthday, Debbie. You're 21 now. Recycled 21-year-old. All the boys are here. Yeah. Stuff in their faces. And I'm starting with the crispy duck. Good morning on Wednesday. It's a lovely day. It's been very wet overnight. The overflow pooly thing behind me there is full, so you can see how much rain we've had recently because it was absolutely completely empty last week. But it's a lovely morning. The sun's shining, look. Bright sunshine somewhere there. And I'm out with the dogs. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do today, apart from the fact that I've got 22 parcels that need to go out, so I'm definitely doing those. I didn't do any yesterday. And I had a very good day's sales yesterday, thank you, universe. So, parcels, coffee morning with the ladies. We do a kind of behind the scenes Google hangout and just have a chat, so I'm looking forward to that. And parcels, and then I don't know what else, although I do need to do a Pepsi Max run at some point because there's only 2 cans of Pepsi Max in my house and that cannot be allowed to continue. Right, arms aching, see you in a bit. I am out for lunch with little gay Josh, who's got a little gay dessert. And Anthony, who loves being in the vlog, it's his favourite thing. And we've had our mains and now I've got syrup sponge. Ooh. That looks like a backwards egg. Anyway, yeah, pudding time. Good evening. It is 6:15. I have just collected 12 sacks. There's even some out in the hallway. 12 sacks of bulk clothing, which I now have to sort through. So, yeah, I'll see you on the other side of this. Look at that. For the first time ever, I have found money in the pocket of a pair of trousers that I've bought to resell. I've got £2.50. Hooray! Okay, despite how it looks, this is now organised. I've got 2 bags that are going to go back to a charity shop of some kind. I've got 2 sacks that go on elsewhere. I've got a bag of shoes that I'm keeping to list. I've got 4 bags of clothes I'm keeping to list. I've got a little pile of random stuff on the desk that wouldn't fit into 2 bags. That will be my first stuff to list next time I sit down and do any listing. And now all I've got to do is put it away so that I can comfortably leave the room and stuff, you know? Yeah. Good morning on Thursday. It's the 12th of December. It's election day in the UK. I will be going out shortly to cast my vote. Sorry, we're wonky, aren't we? I don't know if we're less wonky now or not. I'll go out shortly to cast my vote and then I'm over to Mum's. By the time this goes out, it'll all be over, so there's absolutely no point me urging you to cast your votes because you'll have either done it or not. But I hope you all did, because people died so you could. And I hope you voted the right way, but I'm not telling you which way is the right way, because your vote is your own choice. However, from my personal point of view, it's a very, very, very grey, dreary day out there. And I'm clinging to the saying, it is always darkest just before the dawn. So there we go. I've got my breakfast. I've got some YouTube questions to go through. I've got a bloody headache again. In fairness, I haven't had one for over a week, but I slept at a funny angle, I think, and I woke up with a cricked neck. So I've had some lovely paracetamol and ibuprofen to start the day with. I'm going to eat my sandwich. That's if Molly takes her face away from it. And then I'm going to go out into this lovely dreary day, cast my vote, and go and pick Mum up and go. I don't even know what we're doing today, but we're going to go and do something. So we'll be back with you in a bit. Just arrived at Mum's, and the packaging really odd. That woman looks like she's popping out. My mum's friend Sue has left this for me, and it's a fantastic Cool Touch ice towel. Such a clever idea. You get it wet and it immediately drops to a cooling temperature. For when I've got headaches and whatever. I woke up in the other night and all I really wanted was someone to be awake to find me an ice pack or a cold flannel or something. Everybody was asleep except me. So it's such an amazing idea. It says, oh, come on eyes, come on camera, simply wet the towel, squeeze out any excess water, give it a shake for 5 to 10 seconds, and the Cool Touch ice towel will drop in temperature, providing a cooling and soothing effect. Use again and again and will stay cool for over 2 hours. When wet, store it until you need it for that fresh blast of coolness. Fantastic idea, and thank you so much, Sue. How brilliant is that? I want to go and try it, except that would be silly because we're going out in a minute. But I'm going to have a bash at it later on.
Presumably you haven't got a headache at the moment.
No, I did wake up with one this morning, but it's gone now. Yeah. But yeah, how fabulous is that? Thank you, Sue. Just thought I would share this with you. This is the British Flat Figure Society journal. My dad was an active member of the British Flat Figure Society. For those of you who've never heard of flat figures, they're literally flat metal figures that people paint and collect. And there's soldiers, and as you can see, there's Alice in Wonderland and Wind in the Willows and all sorts. I just showed you something that said Alice in Wonderland and it wasn't, but there is Alice in Wonderland here somewhere. Perhaps she's not on this page. Anyway, there's two very nice obituaries in there from my father's friends Brian and John, and a very nice smiley picture of my dad. He was not a man who smiled overly frequently, but there we go. They managed to catch him grinning in that one. So yeah, so that was nice. Nice that they sent my mother a copy of this as a memento. And yeah, all of the line drawings that you see around the borders are the original line drawings for some of the figures that my father produced and sold. So and then on the back cover are some of the painted versions. So these are not painted by my father. These are ones that other people have painted. These are ones that other people have painted. So that's Theseus and the Minotaur set into a diorama. That's Richard III, I believe. It might be the Richard III. Hang on, let me see. It is Richard III. I'm quite proud of my knowledge. And then there's this a First World War diorama there. One of the flower fairies that he produced. And oh dear, I wish I knew what that one is, but I don't. It's one of the Persian ranges, but I don't know which one it is. So yeah, so these have been painted by various very, very skilled painter collectors, and that's on the back cover. So there we go. Mum and I are in a cafe called Savannah on North Street in Featherstone. I've got chicken fajitas. These came out sizzling and fantastic, really, really nice. Mum's got ham and cheese panini and a slightly browner latte than she got the other day. This is delicious. But I've come home from Mum's, popped to Home Bargains, stocked up on dog treats for the dogs because they're a really good price and really good size to fit in treat balls. Filmed a very quick Home Bargains haul, probably less than 10 minutes. Just going to upload and edit that and get it live. And then I'm going to... I really do need to tidy up in here. It's getting proper out of hand. There isn't any floor space. All the floor space has gone, look. So yeah, that's probably tonight's job. And maybe do my parcels, so I haven't got to do in the morning, depending on how late it gets. It's already 20 to 9. That's well past bedtime. Good morning. It's 8:30, Friday. I think it's Friday the 13th, which is very fitting, isn't it, for what I've woken up to. However, I don't particularly want my waffle to be political. I am more than happy to discuss politics with everybody, normally face to face. But the issue with YouTube is that the potential for anonymity means that people get much more unpleasant than they would face to face because they're hiding behind an avatar or whatever. So whilst I don't particularly want any of that unpleasantness on my channel, so that's why we're not discussing it here. Anyway, it is Friday, it is 8:30. I've had a shower, as you can see. I've got parcels to do, I've got to take that to work, and I'm going to Costco later. So let's start the day. We're in Costco and we found Pac-Man. You can buy Pac-Man for $323.98 including VAT. I don't think it's just Pac-Man. It says 1-Up game cabinet, but I don't know how many games are on it. Maybe it is just Pac-Man. Anthony's dying. That's what he's doing. He's given up. Oh, games included, Pac-Man and Pac-Man Plus. That would be a cool gift for a kid, mate. It's expensive. I suppose it depends what you spend on your kids at Christmas, but I think that's a cool gift. Where are we, Lex? We're on the Park and Ride in Bath. We've got Lexi and Freya over there as well. Where's we're behind Lex, bouncing around. And we're on the Bath Park and Ride. And we're going, ooh, very wobbly. We're going to go see the Bath Christmas markets. So I'm out of breath. I maybe come upstairs. Lex and I are in Marks and Spencer's. Lex is having a hot chocolate. Wait till you see it. Look at that. It's got marshmallows. It's got bits of chocolate. It's got little gold nuggety sprinkles all over it. It's got a little biscuit on the side that she hasn't spotted that I might steal. Doesn't that look amazing? Looks fantastic. I've got coffee cake.
That's mine.
Lex has also got, a reindeer cookie. And obviously I've got Pepsi Max. And we're just going to sit here and let them go to Primark without us because we don't like Primark. Lex went to ask if she could have a drop more milk because the bottom half of her hot chocolate was quite dark. And look what he's done.
It gave me 4 biscuits.
It's given her 4 biscuits, filled it back up with cream, given her extra marshmallows. Basically, she's got an entire refill. I hope you said thank you very much.
I did.
Wasn't that lovely? Morning on Saturday. It has been absolutely belting down all night. All the little overflow ponds are completely full now. So I shall have 3 wet dogs any second now. Well, 2 because Buddy won't go in. They go Kai's in already. But yeah, it's quite chilly as well. The sun's shining. Seems like a bright morning, but... And in fairness, we've got blue sky, so perhaps the rain is now over. Oh, there's a bit of greyness over there. Anyway, I really should straighten my fringe because it's gone very odd where I let it dry naturally yesterday. And I do wish they'd clear the leaves off the path because it's becoming very waterlogged here as well. Moan, and I appear to be in moan mood this morning. Oh, I don't have a particular plan. I've got to take the girls back to their mum this morning. Natalie's going off for a tattoo with her friend. So I've got to take the girls home. And, sorry, look at where I'm going as well. And then I don't really know. There's an awful lot of tidying up to be done in the house, and at some point I should consider Christmas decorations. But we're picking up the new sofas tomorrow that I've won on eBay. I don't know if I've already said, I may have said this already. I've won 2 sofas for £50 for a pair, which is pretty good. Obviously they're not brand new, but it seems pointless buying brand new until I know that Molly's going to leave them alone. So we're picking those up tomorrow, and then I think I might have a complete move round of the front room to accommodate them. So there doesn't seem much point tidying today, does there? Having successfully talked myself out of that, I will do some office stuff instead. One other thing though is that we have a new Dunelm mill that has opened up. They put cribs. Now the girls live not far from cribs, so I'm going to drop them off and then I'm going to pop to Dunelm, have a look around the new Dunelm mill and see if I can get a microwave in there, because ours has gone rusty all underneath the plate. So you pick the plate up out of your microwave and then there's kind of an indented plate shape underneath it, isn't there? Where the plate kind of sits in on its little spindle. Well, I can only assume that because we've been very slack about wiping our microwave dry after using it, I can only assume the condensation has gathered in this indentation, and now we've got a complete ring of rust, and I don't feel like that's good. A ring of rust in our microwave. So that needs replacing. So on that exciting note, that's what we're going to do later on. Got 2 parcels, and neither of them are ticking, so I'm assuming they're not bombs. So I'm going to open them and find out what they are. Just realised it says on the back from Relove, so this is from Martina, who is Relove Reseller on YouTube, and whose partner, if I'm getting this right, is Sail Away 1975. I hope I'm getting that right. To Carla and family, Merry Christmas from Relove Martina. So I've got a lovely Christmas card, and inside it says, to Carla and family, have a great Christmas. Thanks for all the laughs from Relove Martina and Sail Away Tony. So I was right, it is Sail Away. I'm glad I got the right person. And I'm not sure what's in the box. Packaging materials, yay. Oh, look at this. Shoes for doglins. Molly's like, what? Stuff for me? Where? Stuff for you, look. Yeah. 2 packets. 2 packets, yeah, in a minute. 3 packets. Look, oh, look, another dog's appeared. Look, Buddy's over there just pretending he's not interested, but he is really. 3 packets of treats. What do you say? Say woof woof. Don't do that. Can you get your face out? Thank you. And chocolate Kimberleys. Now, I've never seen those before. Milk chocolate covered mallow cakes. They've got to be good. and whatever this is. Sorry, trying to use my left hand. I'm right-handed. Look at that. It's a candle. Oh, it smells really nice. It's orange blossom and vetiver. I don't know what vetiver is, but it smells really nice. Thank you so much, Martina. That's really, really kind of you. Thank you. And the dogs are trying to open the treats as we speak. The second one has come all the way from New Zealand. It's from Kate Kinder. She's Anna Kinder on YouTube and Kate Kinder somewhere else. I can't remember why, but yes, it's come all the way from New Zealand. Very exciting. Very nice Christmas box. I love the box. It was sellotaped around, so I've just cut the sellotape, but I haven't actually gone inside yet. So let's have a look. Oh, more packaging materials. You can always tell a reseller. Ooh, tissue paper. Look how beautiful this is. Wow. I open the card. It's got a lovely Christmas card, and it says, "Dear Carla, just a wee token of my appreciation for all the laughter and smiles you brought me over what has been quite frankly a few crappy months. I know you've had to deal with much sadness lately, and your strength of character has been such an inspiration. Thank you. Thanks again, Kate, Anna Kinder." That's very kind of you to say that. And then on the inside there's a exclamation. So enclosed, New Zealand chocolate because no reason needed. Cozy jumper to keep you warm, as I know how bitter it can get in the UK, and something little for your beloved Molly. Look at these. These are lovely. They're too pretty to open. I can't ever open them because they're just too pretty, but I'm going to. These look amazing. I've got 2 bars of New Zealand Whittaker's chocolate, which I've never been to New Zealand. I don't know if it sells here, but I've certainly never seen it before. I've got West Coast buttermilk caramelised white chocolate with gingerbread biscuit. Anthony's like, yes, that sounds good. And then I've got Nelson pear and Manuka honey in milk chocolate. They sound amazing. Anthony's like, yeah, we'll try them in a bit. Okay. These are Christmas pet pyjamas for Molly. They look the perfect size. I would put them on her right now, but she's not long coming from her walk and she's still pretty grubby. So I'll wait till she's clean later on and put them on then and film her in them. But they are fabulous. I love them. They're brilliant. Look at this, so cool. This is the most beautiful soft jumper from only Karma Coma. It's so soft. I don't even know what it's made out of. It's beautifully soft material. Absolutely lovely. And then also is this lovely pink scarf as well. Pink glittery scarf. How fab is that? I will try the jumper on shortly. I will. Thank you so much, Kate, Anna, Kate, Anna, for my lovely gifts. And thank you also, Martina and Tony, for the other lovely box. I'm so lucky. Thank you so much. Can't wait to try this on. Okay, I've got the jumper. I've got it fits beautifully and it's so soft. I'm sorry, really difficult to show you, but it feels amazing. It's lovely. I would definitely not wear it with these trousers because I look very lumpy and bumpy. You probably can't see that, but I would wear it with jeans and hold me in a bit. But it's absolutely fabulous. It feels so soft and snuggly. Dogs are playing. Right, I've dropped the girls off. I'm just about to go into the new Dunelm here at Fibs. And it says it's got a cafe, which is a damn good thing, because where there's a cafe there's toilets, and I'm dying for a wee. I finished in Dunelm. I've bought the microwave. Bought myself a new pillow, and I filmed a little video as well, so that's nice. Well, it might be nice, it might be awful, but you know, I've done it. I've just topped up the oil in the car because the engine light was back on again. This is a recurrent thing, me and this engine light, we're like that. We're besties. And I think I'm going to go home. I'm meeting Craig and Josh tonight, so that's Josh JD Network, who of course you know very well because he's always in my vlogs, and Craig the Monocle, who's come down to visit Josh for the weekend. So I'm meeting them for dinner tonight. I think Natalie's going to come. So I'm going to go home now and maybe do a bit of work. Maybe that's the maybe do a bit of work. Yeah, that's what I'll do. New pyjamas on that Anna stroke Kate Kinder sent this morning, and they fit perfectly. They fit like a dream, although the tag's annoying her. She's trying to get the tag off. There you go, you're off the tag. You don't want the tag. Don't bite them, no bite. No bite your pyjamas, you look smart. You look lovely. She's like, I look like an idiot. We are out for dinner, there's me. We've got JONACLE. Josh and the monocle. Yeah. And then there's me and Nat. Nat's just been tatted. She's a new tattoo on her arm and another one on her leg, which apparently she's not getting her legs out in public. She's just about going to eat soon. Oh my ass. And yeah, Josh and Craig have spent the day Not charity shopping, apparently.
Charity
Charity
shopping, just not
failing.
buying anything.
Window shopping.
Window shopping.
Window shopping. And we're going car boot in the morning, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it rains or not.
Yeah. Is it? Oh, is it raining? It'll be on
Probably.
rain.
It's
It'll be on
Britain.
rain.
We were born here, yeah? You're not coming car boot?
I'm working at 7 on Sunday.
Such a... She always works at 7. And yeah, we're going to have dinner first. Josh and I have both got burger sizzler combo, I think it was called.
Yep.
What have you got, Craig?
A halloumi sandwich.
Wow. Yours didn't come in a sandwich, not a halloumi, which is it. Craig's got a foot of cheese. Is that what we're basically saying? A foot of battered cheese.
Foot cheese.
And I've got the meat.
Josh and I are sharing a big gay pudding.
There's no such thing as sharing, though, is there?
Well, Josh is going to teach me how to share. Apparently, I hold it here, he doesn't get any, and that's how we share. Just about to say good morning to the vlog, look.
Hello.
There you go. Good morning, Cass, said Steve. He's already been in and bought all the bargains.
Oh, not
What's it
really. No, don't embarrass me.
Oh, that looks nice.
Oh,
Oh,
back's in there.
I reckon he's... bloody, no point me going in, I'll get back in the car. Good morning on Sunday. I'm at the car boot cell, as you can see. That was Gashead 64, Steve. Mrs. Gashead's in here having a cup of tea. But he's already bought everything worth having, so I'm going to be out of luck. We are meeting... Anthony's here somewhere, and we're meeting Josh and Craig, but Josh has sent me a message saying, surprise, surprise, he's running late. It's 1:15. Went to the car boot, as you know, went to breakfast with Josh and Craig. Didn't film anything over breakfast or whatever, just because I was so stressed trying to arrange transport to pick up these sofas this evening, which I finally managed to do. It's taken several hours to sort it out. It's been a regular old tiswas, but it's finally sorted. I did get some good stuff at the car boot. I got some Royal Mail mint stamps and first day covers I'm quite excited about, and various other bits. I'm going to go downstairs now and get some laundry on the go and find out why the house is so cold. I think the heating might have gone off. And then I'm going to crack on with a little bit of listing this afternoon and do my parcels so that everything's sorted for tomorrow, I think. Yeah, I have not achieved any listing, but I have done all of my parcels. So I'm going to find an IKEA bag and pack those away. And they're ready to go in the morning. And it's about 4:30. I think we're going to pick up these sofas at 7ish. So I need to go downstairs and get the old sofas out, I suppose. Move some cars around and stuff like that to make room to get to the front door and other exciting things like that. It's been a funny old Sunday. Funny old Sunday. Sundays are funny anyway, aren't they? It is 10 o'clock at night. I look like I feel, basically. It has been a long and stressful day. Finally, the sofas are in. They are downstairs. I forgot to film them. They'll have to go into next week's waffle now because I have come upstairs and I do not have a grain of energy left in my body to go back down. So I'll film them in the morning and they'll go into next week's waffle, if you care. If you don't care, they'll be there anyway. But finally, thanks to an old friend of mine who has a van and who didn't mind coming out on a Sunday evening, the sofas are in. We just got to hope that Molly, down there looking innocent, doesn't eat them. And I've got a sandwich and a piece of cake and I'm going to eat them and then I'm going to bed because I am absolutely hanging. And this is the end of the waffle. Thank you for watching. Oop. Thank you for watching. See you next week. Bye for now.